Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Another episode on the 36 V8. So it's currently on the ramp, probably for the first time in about 6-7 months. We're going to look at the exhaust manifolds. We have modified the driver's side one, which I think is the hardest. We're going to have a look at the passenger one. Gearbox mount needs tidying up. It's quite bulky at the moment, so we just need to trim that down and make it fit better. There is a leak from the sump. I don't know if you can see. So this bottom pan on the adamant sump kit that's leaking. So if I put it on, probably hasn't sealed it properly, so I'll just take this off. I'll drain the oil, take it off, and get it resealed. Hopefully that sorts it out. Yeah, so that's really it. Basically, as much progress on this as we can. We've got about 3 or 4 days on it at the moment. So hopefully after these 3 or 4 days we would have progressed quite a bit. Well, that's what I'm hoping. We need to get a custom prop shaft, so we need to get that sorted as well. Plumbing a radiator, steering column, everything like that needs to be connected. Passenger side manifold, need to start bringing the manifolds down under the car. Yeah, so plenty of work to do. Let's get stuck in. So we just took the sump off because it was leaking. There's no gasket on it, so I don't know if Adam make a gasket for this or not. Just basically a square plate sealed on with some seal up at the look of it. So we just currently removed the starter. Just going to start test fitting the passenger side manifold. So the piece that comes down, that's probably going to have to be cut off because that's where the starter goes. You see the starter is quite big as well, so it takes up quite a bit of space. So hopefully we'll have to come down in between the mount and then the starter is about here. Let's have a quick look at that. This is the first issue with the passenger side. This bit comes straight down into the starter. So we need to work out something how to sort that out. Right, so currently having a bit of a ball ache with the passenger side manifold. There's literally no room. I don't know if you can see, well anyway, up here we have a starter in the way and then the engine mount. It's just giving us very little room to bring any pipes down in between. We're using an E36 manifold on the passenger side, which seems to be the only one that people use. We have other ones here as well, but same, the E36 seems to fit the best. We're currently just looking at options now to see what best to do. But yeah, we thought the passenger one might be a lot easier than the driver's side, but it's definitely not. I still haven't finished the driver's side, so there might be a lot more work involved in that one, but we've kind of got it fitted and the steering column cleared. Yeah, so a bit more head scratching, a bit more thinking, and we'll hopefully get something sorted with it. I'll bring you back as we progress. So this is our gearbox mount. As you can see, it's quite bulky at the moment. Ross is going to trim it down and make it look a bit better and fit a bit better. Just made another 2 of these. These were just temporary, just while we were mocking everything up. They were quite thin. Just made another 2 out of 3mm plate. And basically bolt into the gearbox here, and then we'll have a bush then between these and the plate we made. So just making these out of 3mm plate to make them a bit stronger.
Many months later.
So we've been waiting a while for these manifolds. We finally sourced a set for the passenger side. I think they're off an E36 740. The manifolds we had, there's no way we could have got them to fit on the passenger side. The engine mount and the starter is completely in the way. So we're hoping we can make these work. Hopefully it'll be a bit simpler than using the other manifold. We'll put them up against the car now and see what we're working with. Right, so we're about to fit the exhaust manifolds. The back one is hitting part of the body, so we're going to cut a chunk out of that just to see if we can get it to fit. It's not. So we've made a start on the passenger side manifold. Both pieces are bolted up and in position. We're going to take the engine out and finish it off, getting both joined into each other. And then once that's done, we'll move on to the driver's side and start finishing that off. So as we said, we had to cut a section out of the body of the car, just so we can have more room for the manifold. Makes it a lot easier. This part isn't structural, so we just cut a section out. I'm just making a piece of plate now to fit in this place and cover up the hole. Okay, so this is where we are now with the V8. Passenger side exhaust manifold is done. The driver side we've done previously. So the engine just needs to go back in the car now and we can refit the exhaust manifolds and start doing the rest of the exhaust. Yeah, so plan, refit engine, fit exhaust manifolds, start building the rest of the exhaust. Also we need to do the prop shaft, so we're probably going to need a custom prop shaft. But once we have that done, the car will be able to move under its own steam. Cooling system, we have a 325 TDS rad and expansion tank, so we need to plumb that in once the engine goes back in. Need to mount the oil filter housing. Yeah, that's basically it. Plan is to do a full day on this each week now for the next few weeks, so hopefully we'll have it finished in the next 3 to 4 weeks. That's the plan. Yeah, so I'll try bring you a video on this every week now over the next few weeks while we're doing bits and pieces on it. Fingers crossed everything goes to plan and we can have this finished in the next few weeks. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to see it going. Yeah, so as I said, I'll end the episode here. I filmed most of this probably about 8 weeks ago, so it might be a bit random. But yeah, I'll end the episode here. And once again, if you are watching, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. All helps the channel grow. And yeah, hope you're enjoying the build series. And see you next time.